out DM Brown, RM Brown. You need to check out RM Brown. You need to check out Indisputable, and you need to check out Kurt Kaz. You need to check out Kurt Kaz. K-U-R-T-C-A-Z. Kurt Kaz is a South African bushman doing exactly what his DNA tells him to do. So Kurt Kaz is a bushman. He is a tribal bushman. So he's an African bushman. Okay, so Kurt Kaz, he's Caucasian, right? I'll just let the cat out of the bag. He's Caucasian, and he just went into Haiti recently. Now, he's a travel adventurer. He's really cool. I'm recommending him. Go check him out. It's awesome. Go subscribe. Check out his fucking videos. He gets like 1 million videos, you know, 1 million hits per video that he puts out, but that's because he puts out a lot of good shit. And so far, he's been in the Western Hemisphere. So he was in Colombia. He's in Mexico. He's in Mexico, Colombia. He was in Peru during their presidential election. He was in the Dominican Republic. And then he just went to Haiti. He just went to Haiti 1 day ago. He just posted a video about voodoo in Haiti gone wrong. Voodoo in Haiti gone wrong. This video is quite wild. So I want to, so Kurt Kaz, check him out. He's awesome. He ain't no Drew Binsky. With all due respect, he's a fuckboy. He don't seem like he's that big of an intellectual, not that smart person, just wants to go on an adventure. Check out what does Mexico have to offer. And when he's walking through these towns, he's asking where their beer, what is there to do. Basically, he's just, a fuckboy. He's just a fuckboy. With all due respect, he's got them glasses, just wants to see what's going on, not really wanting to harm nobody, just kind of film the city, film the buildings, film the people going about their day, and then go home. So, let's take a listen to some of these voodoo in Haiti gone wrong. So he was in the Dominican Republic, and then he went into Haiti. And if you know anything about recent events in Haiti, you've had like a tornado and an earthquake. So you had all these natural disasters on top of a political assassination, which, if it wasn't the U.S. government, I don't know. It would be more worrisome if it wasn't the U.S. government, because who the hell did it? Who the hell did it in the last 80 years? The U.S. government has coup d'etat Haiti 7 times. So it's probably the U.S. government. They've done it 7 times in the last 80 years.
It's like a witch doctor type religion healing thing. He said you can go there for anything if you want to get cures for whatever. We go there for good luck and.
So they'll cure whatever. He says he's going there for good luck. Really just for good luck. It seems like he doesn't really know why he's going there or what the hell's going on. And he went ahead and crossed into Haiti, and there was a person that was following him around. He's like, it's custom. He didn't really want this person to follow him around. And, it's helpful. It helps, to get through the country, to get a nice meal, and to do this and to do that and what have you. Or maybe it's not custom. Maybe he just says, oh, here's a fucking sucker, and he's just going to, hang out with you. And so, at first, it seemed like it was nice. They went and had a nice meal or whatever, and then he went back to his hotel. Then the next day, he wants to do some voodoo. Yeah, some voodoo. I don't know how that conversation happened, but he doesn't seem too enthused about it. Seems a little nervous, but he's, going to carry on. Onwards and forwards. He's a progressive. He doesn't want to regress. We're already here. Let's keep the story. And he's videotaping himself, so he's doing all these selfies, all this with a selfie stick or some kind of video where he just sets the video, camera on the dash or whatever, on the thing.
Bye-bye. ¿Tú sabes cuánto?
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿Cuánto?
Cuando llegaste, el dueño que sabe.
Ah, tú sabes, tú conoces.
El dueño.
Tú conoces al dueño, ¿ah? No es mucho, ¿ah? Algo así.
10 o 4.
So he said it was about 200 to 300 Dominican pesos. 200 to 300 Dominican pesos. And I guess that's what, maybe 20 bucks or something? Oh, it'll be cheap. It's no big deal. It'll be cheap, right? And then he says, how much is it going to cost? So I think it's like 20 bucks or whatever. But the guy didn't say directly. He says the owner knows. Oh, the owner knows how much it costs. You don't know, but you know the owner, right? what is this? You know, what the fuck is this? He's on a beach. It's a rocky beach. There's like some boats on the edge of the beach there. There's, you know, beautiful sky, beautiful day, beautiful scenery, right? It's the beach. You got the fucking beach front, and then all they want to do is fuck around. You got the beach front, and all you want to do is fuck around. So they're kind of walking, like, through the sketchy alley where you got, like, wooden post on the side. And then he says that he noticed, actually, there's some concrete wall, and it looks like somebody shot the concrete wall up. And he's asking about, looks like somebody shot that wall up. And the guy's like, yep.
Él es la dueña.
Ahí hay que hacer voodoo.
Aquí es voodoo. Hola. Bonsoir.
Es el dueño.
Usted es la dueña. Ok. ¿Usted habla inglés? ¿Inglés? ¿Español? ¿Español? Yo quiero ver cómo hace la gente voodoo. ¿Usted hace voodoo? ¿Podemos ver? ¿O? Ok. Eso es la casa de voodoo. Okay. Bonsoir.
They said that this is the house of the saint, and then there's a black woman with like some kind of sash right on the front of it. It looks like a tiny little room. It looks like, you know, some kind of church or some kind of temple. So you got this tiny room off to the side, and then you got like a more of a congregation area. And they said that this is the house of the saint, and I think it's Saint Pierre. This is the house of the saint, and this is all fascinating all the way through. So this room is interesting. So they first go into this room, and they're going to make him strip down later on in this room and then get a bath. And he videotapes the whole thing, and it's very smart that he does this, but I bet you they were thinking about taking the video camera, because, you know, while they seem to be nice, they do the voodoo ceremony and what have you, and he doesn't seem to know the custom that after, you know, they do a big thing, he's supposed to throw down $1 or $2 or what have you. But this seems like this doesn't seem like this is an absolute fucking charade. This is a money fucking trap. He almost got his ass kicked. He almost got fucking robbed. He almost got fucking robbed. So he goes into this place. It looks like a little bath, right? There's like a concrete place on the right-hand side, and there's like just a little corner where the water is, and they're going to make him strip down, put soap on him, and then when he's in the water, they're going to ask him for some money, and then they're going to say the saint made him do it. It wasn't him. He doesn't think with his own head. It was Saint Pierre. And Saint Pierre is the one that says, you know, and while this, you know, saints and it seems like it's voodoo, but it seems like there's Christianity mixed with voodoo. It seems like there's a combination between Christianity and voodoo that's going on. But at the very end, apparently Saint Pierre told the priest that he needed $1,000 for just, you know, doing some incantations, a couple of prayers, and then he washed him. He made Kurt Cash strip down naked, everything. And the guy told him to strip down naked too. And then they were arguing about money at the very fucking end. Yeah, right. You're going to sit there and tell me that this was all on the up and up. This is all legit. This is Christianity. This is religion. This is Islam. This is Judaism. This is bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. All for, you know, a bunch of shit that ain't fucking real. Jesus Christ. It's a magic show. It's a magic show. It's an insane fucking magic show. So what happens to this white bushman from South Africa? You have to, you know, check it out. He did, you know, he was able to post this. He was able to post this, and it's got, you know, captioning. So it's somebody is doing some pretty good editing on this. And he's been all over the place, so this is what he does. He's got a following, so this is fucking incredible that they would even try to pull some shit like this. But at the very end, it goes on for 25 minutes, like I said, at the very end, after he stripped down naked, and they wash, like, his body, his upper body, they even make a mention, oh, you're pretty strong, huh? And then later on it said that if you don't bring the money, then you're going to have a bunch of problems. So they're threatening him at the end, and then he's kind of saying, "What? I will have problems. You'll personally have problems with me." That's kind of like a saying in America. It's like, "You got a problem? You got a problem? Is that you got a problem? You want some problems? I got a problem." And so that's what he was saying to him, but he didn't clearly understand, and then eventually just kind of got the fuck out of there. It's kind of like, "What the fuck is this? What's some dumb bullshit? What's some dumb bullshit? And then the guy who takes him in there, the guide, he's going to say that other people, they've done it to other people, and they usually get like $5,000 from the motherfucker. So they scare the shit out of, you know, Caucasians. Oh, you want to wander into Haiti? Well, we're going to fucking rob you of $5,000 fucking dollars. How you like us now? And it's like, Jesus, man, I was just fucking curious. What the fuck?
Uno no lo manda, los cuartos, tú vas a tener mucho problema.
Yo tengo problemas, sí.
Está usted, que yo vaya al plenario con ustedes.
Sí.
Para ustedes, entonces los dineros que tú vas a mandar al santo, que entonces tú vas a entregarlo a mí para traerlo para acá.
Ok, vamos. Vamos.
Tú sabes, yo lo pregunté a él.
Pero no entiendo por qué tú no me dices antes.
No, mira,
amigo, mucho dinero. Yo no tengo. Mira, eso no pasa.
He's saying, no, it's not a lot, you know, he asked for 5,000, but he said it was 200 to 300, you know, whatever pesos, Dominican pesos when they first went over there. So it was only 200 Dominican pesos, and now it's like 5 mil, they said like 500 mil pesos. I don't know how that translates, but it turns into $900 or some shit. So it went from $20 fucking dollars. Oh, you want to see some voodoo? You got $20? Sure. Okay, now you get in there. All right, you got $20. Here's $20. All right, voodoo. And then at the end, the saint says he wants fucking $900. But I just gave you $20 for the fucking soap and the whatever the fucking bullshit. I don't care. The saint just said that, and if you don't bring the fucking money for the saint, you're bringing it for the saint, which you bring it to me, so I'll give it to the saint. But if you don't bring me the money so I can give it to the saint, we're gonna have problems. So the voodoo is the priest that fucking scares the shit out of the local population. They do a bunch of magic tricks, a bunch of religious fucking bullshit. Yeah, there is no God. There are the fucking, you know, there's spirituality and shit, but this is a fucking huckster. This is a hustler. This is a motherfucker that's just fucking people over. This is just a, what do you call it? It's just a thing that you just trick people to get fucking money. It's a ruse. It's
¿Por qué no me dices antes? No, ellos trabajan así. Después que él llama a su santo. Él lo trabaja con su cabeza, porque él
so now his guide is sitting there saying that he doesn't work with his own head. He's got the saint. The saint is telling him what to do. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fucking convenient. All right, so the priest is sitting there saying he can't control. He said, you know, give me $900 or we're going to, you know, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Go to your hotel, give me fucking $900, and, you know, then we'll be good. If you don't, we're going to have a problem. We're going to not just have a problem, we're going to have lots of problems. We're going to have problems on top of problems. So hopefully Kurt just got the fuck out of there and went back to the Dominican Republic, went to his hotel, and went to a different fucking city if he still wanted to explore Haiti, because there's a lot of good Haitian people out there, so it sucks that he got, you know, intertwined in this fucking, it's a racket. These are racketeers. He fell into a fucking racket, a voodoo racket. You find a tourist, you find a sucker, you bring them over there, you take their camera, you take their money, you take their clothes, you take their clothes, make sure they're naked, and then you say, give us a bunch of fucking money. They're by themselves or just with one or two people, with about a dozen other people. So he's fucking brave. Kurt Kaz is brave. You know, there's, you know, been more dicier situations, but thank goodness he was able to get away and able to, you know, post this online. He could have been kidnapped and we would have never have seen or heard from him ever again. So he knows Spanish very well. He knows a little bit of French, and he's just, you know, this is what he does. Goes country to country. He ain't no Drew Binsky. So Drew Binsky's got some good videos and he does this shit. Drew Binsky's a little bit of a, you know, but Kurt Kaz just a fucking cool-ass motherfucker, right? Where's the drink? He's just a South African bushman. He's just a South African bushman going wherever his DNA tells him to go.
Él tiene un santo que te hace el trabajo.
Pero eso es como truco para mí.
It's like a trick for me.
Bueno.
It is a trick. Yeah, it's a racket. You fucked me over. And, yeah, I mean, that would break your heart, right? Motherfucker, you look at him, you're like, oh, it's a friend, but he saw suckers, so really he's an enemy. He's been trying to fuck you over the whole goddamn time. Hey, you want to see some voodoo? It'd been cool to actually see some real fucking voodoo. Oh, at the end of voodoo, you go and rob the white guy? Is that the end of voodoo? Okay, we do voodoo, now rob the white guy. Is that how the voodoo ceremony works? Because, I mean, that's just like Christianity, so it's not really... It's just, that's like all fucking religions, right? God is angry, or he's happy, or he's this or that, but he definitely needs money, okay? Saint Pierre, it's not even God. It's one of God's, messengers, one of God's angels. Saint Pierre, that's like one of the least important saints. Who the fuck is Saint? What the fuck does Saint Pierre ever do for anybody? Oh, Saint Pierre, is that Peter? Saint Peter? Is that what we're talking about? Saint motherfucking Peter? He's the one that spread the church. Saint Peter's the one that... A part of me wants to say, like, reparations, racism, something. No, none of that. That was bullshit. That was bullshit what Kirk Cass had to go through. That guy just gave voodoo a bad fucking name. And, yeah, so, what the fuck? I mean, Haiti's going through some shit, right? They just had, the president got assassinated, probably by the U.S. government, just had an earthquake, just had a tornado. So... But Haiti's beautiful. You got a nice rock building there and nobody's doing shit with. You got a nice coastline. You got a bunch of boats that's just fucking sitting there. So instead of just being a bunch of hucksters, racketeering motherfuckers, why don't you get in your goddamn boat and catch some fucking fish, Why don't you finish building that goddamn house? Build a fucking, I don't know, basketball court or some shit, a football field, soccer field. Do what do you want to do? You want a theater? You want a movie theater? What the fuck do you want to do? Make Haiti whatever the hell you want to make it. But this kind of fucking bullshit, I know Haiti's poor and shit, so I guess, there's always going to be motherfuckers everywhere you go, so maybe Kirk Cass needs to be just a little bit more careful, because there's a lot of good people in Haiti, and it sucks that he had this bad experience, and this is going to kind of coat, what he thinks about Haiti, so hopefully he keeps going. This is just on the edge of Haiti. These are what these motherfuckers, right? These motherfuckers have been doing this, so this is the institution. This is but people that's like way on the interior of Haiti, they don't see white people as much. So it's just as, but whatever. So yeah, there you go, Kirk Cass. Check him out. Yeah, you tricked them, you motherfucker. You fucking motherfucker.